Louisiana-style food with flavor profiles unlike anything you'll find in the state. A 47-foot bar serving signature cocktails, spirits, wine, and beer. An unrivaled selection of both raw and cooked oysters. Plus, the Pearl is serving up amazing old-school favorites like burgers and certified Angus steaks, dry-aged and rubbed in their special Pearl dust. Both the burgers and steaks are Rogers Hampton approved, which is the most prestigious award that a food can receive. The Pearl Restaurant, 6871 Fern Avenue, right off East 70th. Whether you want an amazing lunch on the weekend or an elegant dinner any day of the week, the Pearl has you covered. Let them treat you right at the Pearl.
Michael and Justin Greene have great news about Bobby L. Greene, your home team.
We saw the need for a heating and cooling contractor that could do the same thing that we've offered plumbing services for many, many years, and we decided to jump into the AC and heating space.
We just saw the opportunity to provide another service to our customers, to be a one-stop shop, to take care of their needs and be there and provide the same quality service that we've always provided.
3 generations of local service. Bobby L. Greene, 318-631-0235.
The all-new Tiger Den at Jimmy Grande Outdoors is now open in the Shreveport Auto Mall. The Tiger Den is a super fan superstore. All your favorite team colors and apparel for women, men, and kids, even infants. Polo shirts from brands like Cutter and Buck, cool hats and caps, boots and belts, purses and jewelry. Oh, you are going to love the jewelry. The Tiger Den has everything for decorating and serving on game day, even custom game day t-shirts. The Tiger Den at Jimmy Grande Outdoors, a superfan superstore, now open in the Shreveport Auto Mall.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate. RejuveMeMedical.com.
Hey Frank, looks like business is booming. What are all those tabs you have open on your computer?
Oh hey, well this one is for my SEO company, this one is for my website company, this one is for my CRM, this is for invoicing and estimates, this one does email, and this one does billing.
Geez, that sounds tricky to manage.
It's clunky, but I need all this to run my business. Wait, you run your own business and you're even busier than I am. Don't you have all this stuff too?
I do, but I get it all on one screen with the Town Square Business Management Platform.
What's that?
The Town Square Business Management Platform is an all-in-one tool that helps me grow and run my business. It combines website, billing, and scheduling into one program.
That sounds simpler than juggling all the tools I have now, but you still need someone else to help you find new business, right?
Nope. They have powerful digital advertising built into the platform as well, which helps me keep my calendar full. You can get a demo of the product for free. Check out their website. See if it makes sense for your business.
Go to townsquarelocal.com for a free demo of the Town Square Business Management Platform. Visit townsquarelocal.com. That's townsquarelocal.com.
The following is a paid program. Participants of this program are not employees of this station, and their views, opinions, and claims do not necessarily represent those of Town Square Media, its employees, or advertisers.
The following program is paid for by Tim Fletcher.
Good afternoon. It's the Patrick Netherton Show.
Voice of the Demons, right?
Yes.
Touchdown, Demons!
Brined, marinated, or dry rubbed, it's sports the way you like it.
Sports Center Top 10 right there!
Talking to the biggest names, bringing you the best interviews.
He actually smokes his beans.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
The cooler is full, and the brisket is resting.
Just a nice little pull, and it comes right apart. That's perfect.
We eat ribs with this dude.
Here's your master of ceremonies, the Kansas City Barbecue Society certified expert.
Throw the fade, looking for Ferguson. Got it!
Patrick Netherton.
13-yard touchdown. Demons are back in it. We welcome you in. It's the Patrick Netherton Show right here at 1130 The Tiger. Rogers and Patrick, that's us. We're happy to have you with us here on a, wow, it's a Wednesday already? Holy cow. We have already gotten to Wednesday, and we are looking forward to the end of the week. We're almost there. Thursday will be our final day on the show, and then we are off for Christmas. So got that happening and very much looking forward to that happening. Rogers over in West Shreveport. I would be in South Shreveport hanging out with you and really just having a good time on a Wednesday. Glad the sun's back out, although it's supposed to get pretty cold here shortly. The front has blown through, and it is going to turn cold on us, unfortunately. Going to get down into the 30s here over the next few days. Not the most fun in the world, but definitely looking forward to some sunny weather and hopefully dry us out a little bit after that front blew through. A lot of things on the docket for today. Obviously, chief among them, we have our drawing for a $50 gift card to the Pearl. That's right, a Pearl gift card drawing. $50. All you have to do is send us a text over on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line at 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. Tell us that you would like to be entered for the drawing to the Pearl, and we'll get you hooked up. That's all you got to do. We're just giving it away. We're calling it our Christmas card giveaway at this point. And speaking of, just want it noted, our long national nightmare is over. I have gone and secured the last few Pearl gift cards, and with that, we are now going to I'll be able to give the ones away that we had earlier, and that I haven't still gotten to the people that I need to get them to. And after that, we will also we'll give away one more, as we mentioned. We'll give that away. We'll call it our Christmas card giveaway, and we'll do that simply just with a drawing tomorrow. We'll do that on tomorrow's show. So if you would like to be a part of that, all you have to do is shoot us a text message at 318-657-0426, 657-0426. Tell us you want in, and boom, you're in. That's all you have to do. And we'll get you in, and we'll pick a number between one and whatever. We'll use the number randomizer to pick a number between one and something. And when we do that, we will we'll be in, be ready to go. So looking forward to that. And the last giveaway, and who knows, maybe in the new year we'll have another one to give away at some point. It just depends on what Robert is up to. Speaking of Robert, got to see him last night, which was awesome. For those that don't know, and I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday on the show, Rick Rowe went out and did a little piece, little live shot from the Pearl early yesterday morning. Of course, he does the morning show, and so he was there for the morning show. Then he turned around and they re-aired it for the noon news, which is 11 to noon for Channel 3. And so, and Robert was there. He was cooking up some steaks and had a little pork chop. We talked about the sous vide pork chop, and was doing some oysters, had everything out there. So I ran into him yesterday. I went over probably about 5:30 or 6, something like that. Went over to the Pearl and asked him for, we got those last few gift cards that we needed to get in order to send out to folks. And when got to see him, I was like, dude, what are you doing here? Like, how long have you been awake? Because he was there for the morning show. And he's like, brother, I got up here. I was like, what time did you get here yesterday? So I got here at 2:30 in the morning. He was on Hambone time yesterday. Got up there at 2:30 in the morning and did the thing, and then turned around and gave a great interview and did a really nice job with Rick Rowe, and then apparently just decided to stay. He stayed up there the whole day and was there last night greeting folks. Ran into one of our old friends, Brian Rapolo from Rapolo's Insulation. We got to see Brian and his crew. They were out there having a little a nice little kind of little office Christmas party, it looked like, or some sort of a little soiree they were doing with a few folks. That was good to see. Good to see Brian. Hadn't seen him in a bit. And so a lot of folks in at the Pearl last night, and it was super awesome. So we did get to pick up our last few gift cards. So that means we are good to go for giving away this last gift card. We will send it to someone, hopefully before Christmas. That's the hope. I will send out try to go this afternoon and send out the ones that we have outstanding. Got to do that. I got a few other things I got to do as well. Got a few errands to run. So we will try to make that happen. And looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. It is the Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Coming to you a little later than usual on a Wednesday due to the fact that Hooking Up and Tracking Down was on. We appreciate those guys, McCoy and Eccles and Graff, for the work they do. Best outdoor show in the business that airs right here on 1130 The Tiger. So we appreciate those guys, and always like for them to bat lead off for us here on a Wednesday. So we're here, we're hanging out, we're happy to have you with us, and hope you get in for the Pearl upset special, or excuse me, the Pearl giveaway, the Christmas card giveaway. Again, not an upset special this week. You don't have to pick anything. You just have to tell us that you would like to enter, and you are in. All right. A lot of things on the docket today. We got the continuing transfer portal noise with guys moving all over the place. Colorado has picked up a QB commitment that looks like it might be Shadur Sanders' replacement. So Deion hitting the portal for that. We never did talk about the Heisman Trophy in either yesterday or the day before's show. Either Monday or Tuesday, we did not talk about the Heisman. And, the Heisman Trophy going to Travis Hunter. I believed it should have gone to Ashton Jeanty, but it's hard to argue. Hunter was really good both ways, so I'm not going to be mad about it. But if I had a vote, I don't. But if I did, I would have picked Ashton Jeanty personally. But again, don't have a vote, so my opinion doesn't really matter that much. Which honestly, my opinion doesn't really matter that much on a lot of things. So, but here we are. Have a show to voice my opinion, I guess. So we'll give it as we need to. But anyway, so yeah, Heisman Trophy. Iowa is retiring Caitlin Clark's jersey. No real surprise there. You've got how about the Guardians? Guardians having their best days of Christmas or whatever, and had David Fry's big home run in the ALCS there. And by the way, kind of coincides with the fact that the Northwestern State Demons are going to retire David Fry's jersey. So retire his number, which is pretty cool. They're going to do that in coming up in the spring. They will have a ceremony to retire David Fry's jersey. So a lot of cool things going on in the world of sports. You got all that happening. We mentioned the transfer portal going down. LSU continues to make hay in the transfer portal. Will these guys turn out to be successful? Who knows, right? That's not something we know at this point. But the hope is that they would find a way to be successful, and hey, maybe Brian Kelly kind of unlocking the secret to having some success, right? Maybe he's kind of figuring that out now. I don't know. Had a wild end to the West Virginia Memphis game, whatever bowl game they were in last night. It ended up, by the way, we finished out Patrick's picks and Moody's moneymakers for the week, and ended in a tie or a push, if you will. I had Memphis -5, and Memphis basically dominated that game. But ultimately, West Virginia made enough plays down the stretch. They scored late to cut it to 5, and then Memphis was moving to try to potentially seal the game. They had a long field goal attempt that they missed that would have pushed it to 8, and certainly would have been good for me. But instead, they missed it wide right. West Virginia got the ball back, moved down, and then had an absolutely wild play at the end. West Virginia threw a pick to a Memphis linebacker. He came back out with it, and he got chopped from, for some reason, didn't just go down, which would have ended the game, basically. If he just hits the deck immediately upon getting the interception, Memphis comes out, kneels on it once, and the game's over with. There was less than 40 seconds. And instead, he started running it back for some reason, and a receiver came up behind him and punched, peanut punched the ball right out, and knocked it loose. And West Virginia recovered it. They went back and reviewed, and they decided that he had initiated his slide to give, and he had just started to slide, but nothing was down yet. Like, he was still kind of in the air, like his shins hadn't touched, or his ankles or whatever. He had just started to go into his slide when the guy punched it out, and nothing was down. Like, none of his body parts were down at that point. And but they ruled that because he had, kind of like a quarterback, because he had begun his slide at that point, that he was giving himself up. And so the play is dead immediately where he begins his slide, which, I'll be honest with you, it seemed like an odd call. I didn't think that quarterback protection went to other guys sliding. I thought that when you slid as a runner that's not a QB, that you kind of don't have the same level of protection, and I thought that with a quarterback, it is where the ball is when he begins his slide. That's where they mark it down. But I've never seen that for other players. Like a wide receiver makes a really big play and he slides down. Usually they mark the ball where the ball is when a body part touches, not necessarily where the slide began. And so I wasn't aware that was something that was actually in the rules. But that's how they adjudicated it. Said that because he was giving himself up, he was dead at that point, and the ball was dead before it ever got punched out. So Memphis did end up with the ball. They ended up kneeling on it, and they won by 5 points. But just a weird ending to that matchup. But with that push, that means that I ended up 3-3-1 on the week. And Moody ended up 5-2, and I believe that puts Moody either a half game or a full game ahead of me now. I was like a half game ahead of him, but now I believe he is either a half or a full game ahead of me. And actually, you know what? Why don't I look at that real quick and see what the scenario is? So, with me being 3-3-1, I am now 60-50-2, 60-50-2, which means if you put one on each end, one win, one loss for the two ties. So I would be 61-51. Moody is 60-48-4. You put two on that, and he would be 62-50, 62-50, while I would be he would be 62-50. I would be 61 and 51. So there you go. Yeah. So I'm basically one game behind Moody at this point, and we only have a couple of weeks left in the season for our picks. We're going to go through the end of the NFL regular season, and so we will go to then. We'll go to then, and then that will be it. Over on Twitch, Spartan said, "Hey, Spartan, good to see you, brother or sister, or whatever you choose to call yourself. We welcome you in. Welcome to the Patrick Netherton Show. Again, we are available on a couple of different platforms. You can start with on the radio. If you're in the greater Shreveport-Bossier area, that would be 1130 on the AM dial, 103.3 on the FM dial. We're also available on any of 4 streaming platforms. That is Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We're available on all of those. Facebook.com/Netherton Show, YouTube.com/@Netherton Show, Twitch.tv/Netherton Show, or over on Twitter, and that would be @PT Netherton. Spartan asks, what are you talking about? Well, Spartan, we do a little bit of everything. We're supposed to be a sports talk show. That's kind of what our baseline is. But we talk about food, we talk about life, we talk about barbecue, whatever's on our mind, man. We're a little bit of stream of consciousness radio, but we are at its heart a sports talk radio show. So find us Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. As always, if you go and watch us on any of those platforms, please like, please follow, please subscribe. If you're watching the stream, share it. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a reaction. Send us a message, like Spartan said. Appreciate that, man. Way to go. Thank you, Spartan. Appreciate that. Send us a text or a reaction or a thumbs up, whatever. All of those helps out our metrics when it comes to being on the streaming side. We're also available via the streaming app if you'd like to do that, 1130 The Tiger. You can search for that on Google Play or iTunes App Store, and you can listen to us in crystal clear HD audio. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, our producer, Rogers Hampton Jr.
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild.
Hi, man.
Hello.
How you feeling, my brother?
I was doing a little better till this rain came through and lowered the temperature, and it got windy, and all of a sudden, man, it affects a respiratory quickly.
Yeah.
I
Bad
was
weather's
doing a little better.
Yeah, at least the rain's gone now, Rogers. But it is going to get cold.
But I could tell this morning when it started because the voice started off a little stronger, and by the end of Fletcher's show, once the rain had kind of come through, the temperature, you could even tell in the building that it changed. Immediately, I could feel the old lungs kind of taking a step back, and I was like, dang it, man.
Yeah.
Well, once we get this rain out of here, hopefully I can just get used to either cold or hot, but not the up and down of it.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's going to settle in a little bit to a kind of cold evening,
Through the
cool
weekend, right?
Cool, yeah, cold evening, cool, cool day kind of thing.
I know which one it is, but it was just amazing how I could tell when the front had started and the rain had started while we were in the studio, and I couldn't even see outside the way my angle is.
Yeah.
So when I looked out there and saw the I-20 vehicles, kicking up the water spray, I went, boy, I could tell, because immediately I could feel my nose and throat start to change, and I was like, my gosh.
Yeah,
So
no doubt,
hopefully
brother.
this will get through, settle in, and my body can get, okay, it's going to be cold for the next 4 or 5 days.
Yes.
Let my body maintain that.
Yeah, low's going to get down into the 30s and highs in the 50s for the next few days, and then but then we're back into the 60s. And Rogers, knock on wood, but again, the forecast for the Indy Bowl still looks good. There's rain on Tuesday.
On it a little bit this morning, but we didn't want to jinx them. We kind of went through, hey, it looks like mid-60s for Christmas Day and maybe some showers.
Yeah, like Christmas Day looks good and the Indy Bowl looks good, but all the rest of the days around them don't look good. And that concerns me because
we know how it changes.
Yes, and obviously with the Eyebowl's record of weather.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
absolutely.
I mean, Rogers, yesterday, the forecast on Saturday, the 28th, was for a 0% chance of rain. There was a 70% chance of rain on that Friday. There was a 60% chance of rain on that Sunday, but there was a 0% chance of rain on Saturday, and the temperatures looked pretty mild. Well, I check AccuWeather, a day later, and AccuWeather tells me that now there is a 70% chance of rain on Saturday, the 28th, and there is a 0% chance of rain on Friday, the 27th. So the 0% chance of rain sandwiched by the other rain days has moved back one. Which is not good, right? It was the 0% was on the Indy Bowl day. Now it's 70%. And the Friday before 0%, the Sunday after 2%. But on Indy Bowl day, 70%. Don't know how accurate, and obviously, we're still 10 days out, so all of that is subject to change. But as of right now, the Indy Bowl looks like it could be rainy. And Christmas Day looks like it could be okay. So there's no way to know. Christmas Day, according to AccuWeather, is a 35% chance of rain, and highs in the high 60s. So, it's a bit of a mess out there right now. It's a bit of a mess out there. And who knows? And obviously, we live in Shreveport, Louisiana. All of that is subject to change as we move forward. Hey, don't forget to get in your entries for the Pearl Upset Special. We're not doing that anymore. Get in your entries for our Christmas Pearl giveaway. All you have to do is just text us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line at 6570-HAM, 657-0426. Tell us that you would like to be entered for a $50 gift card to the Pearl, and you'll be entered. That's all you have to do. We're writing them all down. Got them on my tablet right here, and then come tomorrow, we will give it away. We'll pick a number between 1 and however many people we have entered, and once we do that, we will do the number randomizer, and we'll have one, and boom, there you go. We'll have a giveaway. So that's what we're doing. It is our Christmas card giveaway from the Pearl. Our show brought to you by the Pearl in Shreveport and Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. We'll take a break, come back. talk a little bit about some of the news of the day. That a lot of things going on in the world of sports right now. We got quarterback change in Atlanta. We got who's going to be the quarterback for the Saints. Apparently not as cut and dry as we all think. Like, there's all kind of stuff going on. So we'll take a break, come back. It's Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM, and streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. We'll be back.
She's a black magic woman. She's trying to make a devil out of me.
The all-new Tiger Den at Jimmy Grande Outdoors is now open in the Shreveport Auto Mall. The Tiger Den is a super fan superstore. All your favorite team colors and apparel for women, men, and kids, even infants. Polo shirts from brands like Cutter and Buck, cool hats and caps, boots and belts, purses and jewelry. Oh, you are going to love the jewelry. The Tiger Den has everything for decorating and serving on game day, even custom game day t-shirts. The Tiger Den at Jimmy Grande Outdoors, a super fan superstore, now open in the Shreveport Auto Mall.
The future depends on teachers who are reinventing the classroom and starting their students on journeys that will change the course of history. Shape the future. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
Art tells a story, your story, and inspires others in your community to do the same. AARP is celebrating the undeniable impact and contributions of Black art and artists everywhere. We're thrilled to celebrate these creators over 50. Through their work and persistence, they make society a better place by bringing us all closer together. Learn more at aarp.org/blackcommunity.
Hey, if you have ugly yellow toe fungus, you gotta hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflush.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe and then it spread and got really bad. His toes were nasty. It was so embarrassing. He was afraid to take his socks off. He hid his yellow and crumbly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflush.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflush.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflush.com.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's. That means it's time to save big on your next job. Right now, get your choice of 5-gallon pails of Valspar Signature Ceiling Paint or HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Flat Ceiling Paint for just $148. Plus, get it delivered to your job site with free same-day delivery when you order by 2 p.m. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 12/20. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Dude, it's time to head to Grandma's for the holiday feast.
I mean, didn't you just smoke a bowl?
Yeah, but it's cool, man. Grandma won't notice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Someone noticed, and it wasn't Grandma. If you think that others can't tell that you've been smoking marijuana and driving high, think again. Always remember, if you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI.
Deep in the hidden wetlands of Florida, there's a honey so rare, it's only harvested 2 weeks out of the year. Tupelo honey, the gold standard of honey. Specially bottled by Smiley Honey.
Here's why Tupelo honey is so special. It never crystallizes. It's diabetic friendly with a low glycemic index. Pure, unfiltered, and natural. Straight from the hive to your table.
Tupelo honey from Smiley Honey, the gold standard of honey.
Were you uninvited to game night? Do you play board games with the ferocious intensity of an iron-fisted oligarch? Have friends left game night asking, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. It's Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance. Save up to 30% on select Tempur-Pedic clearance mattresses and adjustable bases and get a $300 instant gift. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. Visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417188. Results may vary.
You've heard a lot of remarkable things about the Pearl Restaurant, located at Fern and 70th. In addition to the incredible food and drinks, the Pearl is now open for dinner 7 days a week, plus lunch or brunch on the weekends. The bar opens at 3, the restaurant opens at 4 Monday through Thursday, and it opens at 11 a.m. all weekend long. Amazing Louisiana-style food with flavor profiles unlike anything you'll find in the state. A 47-foot bar serving signature cocktails, spirits, wine, and beer. An unrivaled selection of both raw and cooked oysters. Plus, the Pearl is serving up amazing old-school favorites like burgers and certified Angus steaks, dry-aged and rubbed in their special Pearl dust. Both the burgers and steaks are Rogers Hampton approved, which is the most prestigious award that a food can receive. The Pearl Restaurant, 6871 Fern Avenue, right off East 70th. Whether you want an amazing lunch on the weekend or an elegant dinner any day of the week, the Pearl has you covered. Let them treat you right at the Pearl.
Michael and Justin Greene have great news about Bobby L. Greene, your home team.
We saw the need for a heating and cooling contractor that could do the same thing that we've offered plumbing services for many, many years, and we decided to jump into the AC and heating space.
We just saw the opportunity to provide another service to our customers, to be a one-stop shop, to take care of their needs and be there and provide the same quality service that we've always provided.
3 generations of local service. Bobby L. Greene, 318-631-0235.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate me. RejuveMeMedical.com.
The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl matchup is now set. North Louisiana's own Louisiana Tech Bulldogs will take on the number 22 Army West Point Black Knights. From the Mardi Gras preview parade and Battle of the Bands to the free Rally on the Red concert, there's fun for the whole family. Get your tickets now at RadianceTechnologiesIndependenceBowl.com and join us for the ultimate football celebration kicking off at 8:15 on Saturday, December 28th in prime time. Don't miss it. The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, where legends are made.
103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger, Shreveport's home for LSU sports.
Welcome back to the Patrick Netherton Show.
Show 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Rogers and Patrick. We are taking your entries into the Pearl Upset Special, except it's not an upset special this week. It's just a straight-up drawing. That's right. We are not doing any sort of have to whatever. Like, you don't have to pick an upset. You don't have to do anything special. You just have to tell us that you would like to enter into the Pearl Upset Special. You do that, or excuse me, you just want to enter for a Pearl gift card. You do that, and we will get you in. Boom, just that easy. I'm trying to figure out something very quickly, though, here. I don't know why, but there appear... I'm not sure how this works. Rogers, I'm looking at my pad, and the first line has 20... Oh, it's because it didn't start with 0. Okay, never mind. I figured it out. All right. So we have people galore texting in, wanting to be into on the drawing for the Pearl. Please continue to do that. We will take all of your entries. Again, we will go ahead and do the drawing tomorrow toward the end of the show, probably in that last segment. Also, I believe, I got to double check with Moody, but I believe we will also have Moody in for Patrick's Picks and Moody's Moneymakers tomorrow as well. So we should have that. Again, Moody is just ahead of me in the standings right now. I believe it's a 1-game lead for Moody as we head down the stretch. But again, the one thing I keep wanting to remind everyone is, look, I hope you've been working with us this year, not fading us, but tailing us, if you will, because we have done well. I am 60, 50, and 2, so I'm 10 games over 500. Moody is 60, 48, and 4, so he's 12 games over 500. So if you've been betting with us the whole way, then you're 20 games over 500. I don't know what to tell you, man. We are we're getting it done this year. Normally we're not that good. Moody's been good. I've not necessarily. I've always been somewhere right around 500, but I'm actually well above 500 right now. It's been a good year for yours truly. So will that continue? Who's to say? I don't know. But hey, I mean, I guess I could probably end up screwing it up, with 2 weeks left or 3 weeks left. I could go 0-18 or 0-21, I guess, and end up messing it all up. I don't think I will, but I could, and certainly don't want to have that happen. Had a lot of new phone numbers that have chimed in to want to be a part of the Pearl drawing. So we do appreciate everyone for doing that. Continue to send in your entries for the Pearl gift card. Just giving that away. All right, Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Rogers and Patrick, that's us. Hope everyone is having a wonderful afternoon. Again, the sun is back shining again, which is nice. That helps out a good bit. Now we just need it to not be too cold before as we move along. And hopefully, again, everyone keep your fingers crossed for the folks at the Eye Bowl. They've already had a rough enough time go of it, with Marshall ultimately deciding not to play in the bowl game. So they definitely don't need more going wrong. That is for sure. So keep a fingers crossed, the thoughts and prayers, whatever you like. Keep those ready to go for the Eye Bowl, and let's hope for good weather, because goodness knows they struggle to get good weather, it seems. Hey, one bit of FCS news that we had, and that is the Ivy League is finally going to be a part of the playoffs. The Ivy League has not played in the playoffs, I'm not sure ever. At least on the football side. But the Ivy League, for whatever reason, the Ivies always had they did their regular season, and they never had a championship game, and they just declared a champion of whoever was the champion, and then boom, that was it. This year, it was actually a 3-way tie for the Ivy League championship between Columbia, Dartmouth, and Harvard. They all earned a share because there were no tiebreakers as far as I know, in the Ivy. If you went 5-1 or whatever, never had an issue, whatever. Never, as far as I know, if you end up tied, you get a share of the title, no matter what happened. But yeah, it's so they're now going to go. They're going to add tiebreakers, and starting next year, there is going to be an Ivy team in the playoffs, which is awesome. They got to develop their tiebreakers, because they have to determine a solo champion. and whoever is going to be eligible to actually go to the playoffs. The executive director of the Ivy League, Robin Harris, said, quote, "The Ivy League prides itself on a storied tradition of impact, influence, and competitive success throughout the history of college football. We now look ahead to a new chapter of success and to further enhancing the student-athlete experience with our participation in the NCAA FCS playoffs." I want to commend the students on our SAC, that's the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, for their thoughtful and thorough proposal, as well as their commitment to the league's legislative process. Apparently, the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, the SAAC, decided that they wanted to play for a title. Wasn't good enough to simply play for an Ivy League championship. They wanted to play for a big title. So sure enough, they decided to go ahead and make the move, and boom, they made the move, and now it's approved. The Ivy League Council of Presidents approved the proposal from the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and bam, FCS now adds another automatic qualifier. This one out of the Ivy League, and it apparently football the only sport that did not have a championship for the Ivy League. They did not play for a title, but they would play in all of the other championships. But good for the Ivy League, man. I'm excited. That's good stuff for the FCS. There's some pretty good football played from time to time in the Ivy. It's not always great. And this will give them a legitimate chance to kind of compare themselves against the rest of the FCS. Speaking of, I don't know if anyone paid attention to this. I think we talked about it earlier. I don't remember. Maybe back on Monday. There's nobody outside of the mountainous regions of North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana that is playing in the championship for the FCS. The Final Four is set in the FCS football championships, and there is a decided lack of representation from south of the Mason-Dixon line. It is all the big boys, and all of them from up north. Both South Dakota schools, which is South Dakota and South Dakota State. They're not playing each other, though. Then you've got the perennial power, North Dakota State. And then you have the Montana State Bobcats, who are having a whale of a season. South Dakota State, the two-time defending champions. So South Dakota State plays at North Dakota State at the Fargo Dome, and then South Dakota plays at Montana State. And who knows what the weather is going to be like for that one. That's outdoors, by the way, in Bozeman, Montana. So that's going to be fun. And by the way, if you're looking for something to watch this weekend, now I know that the big boys are playing as well. We understand that the big boys are going this weekend, but try to maybe work in the FCS playoffs, because those are going to be some slobber knockers. That is 14-0 Montana State hosting 11-2 South Dakota. It's 12-2 North Dakota State hosting 12-2 South Dakota State. That's going to be awesome. It really is. Those games are both on ABC Saturday. That's 11 a.m. for South Dakota State, North Dakota State, and then 2:30 p.m. for South Dakota at Montana State. So look, again, I know that the college football playoff is going on. I get it. The good news is, I mean, it's SMU Penn State at the same time. Look, go to the split screen, right? I'm sure if you have YouTube TV, this will be offered as a split screen. SMU Penn State on one monitor, and put South Dakota State, North Dakota State on the other monitor, right, on your split screen. My guess is those will be offered as a split screen, because the SMU Penn State game is on TNT and Max on streaming. So you can find that there. And then Clemson in Texas is available for at 3 o'clock. That is also on TNT/Max. And then the night game on Saturday night, that will be Tennessee versus Ohio State. That will be on ABC. So a lot of good football being played this weekend. Friday night is Indiana Notre Dame to kick off the first ever 12-team college football playoff. Then 11 a.m. SMU Penn State, 3 p.m. Clemson and Texas, and 7 p.m. Tennessee and Ohio State. And I'll be honest with you, man, I'm really excited. I really am. I love the fact that we are going to get more teams in the playoff, that we're going to get playoff games at home sites. Like, so much stuff to really be excited about when it comes to these things that are happening in the world of college football. I'm stoked, man. It's going to be awesome. It really is. So very pleased to have all this happen. This is going to be some great appointment viewing. The good news is I don't have anything going on Saturday. I can just chill in front of the TV and watch all of that. My last game is Friday afternoon. Speaking of Friday afternoon, Northwestern State taking on Southern New Orleans. And part of that game is toy drive, but it's also Christmas sweater day for the game. And so I'm gonna wear the Christmas sweater. I ordered me a little Christmas sweater. It should be in tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed. And if it does come in, I'll throw it in the wash to get it nice and soft and smelling good. And then we're going to wear it for the broadcast. So if you want to see what my Christmas sweater is going to be, Rogers, I'm guessing you could probably guess what my Christmas sweater would be. I have a feeling you might know. I also have a Whataburger Christmas sweater, and I have a Diet Coke Christmas sweater. And I don't know, like, Hambone, I want to get your thoughts on this. This just completely, it's the digression, but I want your thoughts on this, Hambone. Should I bring all of I will have 3 Christmas sweaters. The new one I just ordered, then a Diet Coke sweater and a Whataburger sweater. Should I bring them all and just change, every time I'm on camera? Should I just bring the new one? What do you think, Hambone? How crazy should I go?
My first question is, are you allowed to wear a sweater with a product on it?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer. My guess
if either
is
one of them was your sponsor and it
right.
was known, then I see there's no problem.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So since I don't know the answer to that question, if you've got just a traditional sweater,
yeah, I'll have a regular Christmas sweater. That's going to be my main
just
thing.
Count on wearing that one because I would be worried about the product placement thing, just in case.
Well, the Southland is sponsored. Their main sponsor is Jersey Mike's. So I don't know if Whataburger is somehow a Jersey Mike's competitor of some kind. I don't know. I don't think it is, but maybe. But yeah, you've got
I'd probably just go with make sure you got the Christmas one.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have the Christmas sweater
because you may get down there and then James or somebody goes, oh no, we're in the college.
Well,
we can't
I did ask permission to wear the Christmas sweater. And received permission to wear the Christmas sweater, which I'm
okay. Well,
yeah.
that's good, but I'm just worried about a product.
Right? No, I'm with you.
Remember down in New Orleans, they didn't even want to let Olivia Manning put out that box of what was it, Rice-A-Roni or whatever it was, or Zatarain's.
Yep.
I'm like, wait a minute, you realize we're sitting outside her husband's restaurant,
right?
And he's Mr. Saint.
Yeah.
Nope.
No
don't
want
to.
No product placement, kids.
So just make sure you're clear there, so no backlash comes.
That's good. That's a good point, Rogers. By the way, I was just say if you want to get in touch with the show, call us on the Pearl Shreveport hotline 725-5945.
Yeah.
Or text us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line 657-0426. Yes, my friend.
I was going to say, speaking of Christmas shirts, while me and Ruben were making our transition, because he comes in to do the Hooking Up and Tracking Down show to give me a couple hours just to get out of this room. So we were making a transition, and we were just talking about Christmas stuff, and The Price is Right was on, and we were just kind of yucking it up because the guy on TV was wearing kind of a Christmas shirt. And then all of a sudden, the lights in the room were dark, and Ruben wears glasses, so he was looking at me kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I could tell he was looking at me at a weird angle. And I was like,
what am I, a clown? Do I amuse you?
No, and it was weird because out of nowhere he just started kind of staring at me. And I was like, what's going on? He looks at me. He goes, is that a Dominic the Donkey?
Oh, yeah.
I go, yeah, man, not many people know about him. He goes, oh, I grew up with Dominic the Donkey. I cannot believe you have on a Chingity Ching shirt. And we just started laughing. I said, well, you know, our competition plays it on their Christmas station, but we don't ours. He goes, oh, man, I grew up listening to that. I can't believe you're wearing a Dominic the Donkey shirt. So we got one fan with us, and it's our Reuben.
Well, hey, if you'll recall, Rogers, our boy Red Dragon. Like,
oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
I was just talking about in the building.
Yeah, no, I like legitimately. I didn't hear Dominic the Donkey until I was 45, like 2 years ago, and now like come to find out that other people A, know of this song, and B, it was like part of their Christmas traditions.
And we were just blown away, especially when we found out it came from like the 1940s or 50s.
Yeah.
Like, what? How have we not heard this? And we've heard every other song in the world that's from Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer to Santa Claus and His Old Lady. How have we never heard this? And in the world of political correctness we live in now, I was very surprised when I heard it.
Yeah, it's a little,
It was a different time when that
a little bit. Rogers, it was recorded 1960.
Wow.
Was when it was recorded. And apparently, Rogers, Mental Floss, which is a website that does things. Apparently, a guy named Kenneth Partridge did a story a mere 2 weeks ago called "The Wild Ride of Dominic the Donkey: The Holiday Earworm You Love to Hate." And he did a whole story about Dominic the Christmas Donkey.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, the lead is everyone loves Rudolph the Red-Nosed. Yeah, everyone loves Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He's got the whole underdog thing going for him, and when the fog is thick on Christmas Eve, he's definitely the creature you want guiding Santa's sleigh. But what happens when St. Nick reaches Italy and he's faced with steep hills that no reindeer, magical or otherwise, can climb? That's when Santa apparently calls upon Dominic the Donkey, the holiday hero immortalized in the 1960 song of the same name. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love the fact that someone 13 days ago did a story about Dominic the Christmas Donkey. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. It is the Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Rogers and Patrick, that's us. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. We will take a break, come back, give you a little more of the show. Don't forget, you can follow along with us on 1130 on the AM dial, 103.3 on the FM dial. You can stream us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. We'll be back.
Way on down south. Way on down south, London town.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Need junk removal or a dumpster rental fast? Look no further than Trash Bandits. Locally owned and operated in Shreveport, we pride ourselves on providing quick, reliable service. Whether it's a home cleanout, hoarding cleanup, or commercial junk removal, Trash Bandits has you covered. Our team is dedicated to making your life easier with same-day service and affordable rates. Call us today at 318-562-3122 and experience the fastest service in town. Trash Bandits, your local junk removal experts. Visit us at trashbanditsla.com.
Did you know there's a better way to use the bathroom? With a Squatty Potty. Squatty Potty is the original toilet stool, built to get your body into a natural squatting position on the toilet. It's clinically proven to reduce strain, time on the toilet, and get more poop out. Find yours today. Available at Walmart and Amazon.com. Join 8 million people who are having the best poop of their life. I mean, you're not going to use the bathroom with them, but you get what I'm saying. Squatty Potty, the #1 way to go #2.
Celebrate the magic of the season with last-minute deals at Target. With up to 50% off toys and video games, you'll save so much while you finish your list. Plus, you'll find incredible deals on clothing, beauty, small appliances, floor care, and so much more. And there are even more ways to save when you join Target Circle for free and get exclusive deals automatically. Hurry to save on gifts before last-minute deals are over. Happier holidays from Target. Restrictions apply.
The future depends on teachers who are reinventing the classroom and starting their students on journeys that will change the course of history. Shape the future. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
Prescription products require completion of an online medication consultation with an independent healthcare provider through the LifeMD platform and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Individual results may vary. Additional restrictions apply at lifemd.com. Read all warnings before using GLP-1s. Side effects may include a risk of thyroid C-cell tumors. Do not use GLP-1s if you or your family have a history of thyroid cancer.
Should GLP-1 weight loss medication like Wegovy and Zepbound cost hundreds of dollars? We don't think so. TryLifeMD.com helps provide insurance access to the leading GLP-1 medications. Visit TryLifeMD.com and check your eligibility for GLP-1 medication with copays as low as $0. Listen to Tara's story after losing 42 pounds.
You just take your shot. It doesn't feel like you're on a diet. What I wasn't expecting it to do was to shut off the food noise. I've gone from 237 to 195. This was life-altering, and if I can do it, I feel like anybody can do it.
Get started right now and check your eligibility for GLP-1 medication with copays as low as $0 at TryLifeMD.com. That's TryLifeMD.com.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. Visit MorrisDeWitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417188. Results may vary.
Michael and Justin Greene have great news about Bobby L. Greene, your home team.
We saw the need for a heating and cooling contractor that could do the same thing that we've offered plumbing services for many, many years, and we decided to jump into the AC and heating space.
We just saw the opportunity to provide another service to our customers, to be a one-stop shop, to take care of their needs and be there and provide the same quality service that we've always provided.
3 generations of local service. Bobby L. Greene, 318-631-0235.
You've heard a lot of remarkable things about the Pearl Restaurant, located at Fern and 70th. In addition to the incredible food and drinks, the Pearl is now open for dinner 7 days a week, plus lunch or brunch on the weekends. The bar opens at 3, the restaurant opens at 4 Monday through Thursday, and it opens at 11 a.m. all weekend long. Amazing Louisiana-style food with flavor profiles unlike anything you'll find in the state. A 47-foot bar serving signature cocktails, spirits, wine, and beer. An unrivaled selection of both raw and cooked oysters. Plus, the Pearl is serving up amazing old-school favorites like burgers and certified Angus steaks, dry-aged and rubbed in their special Pearl dust. Both the burgers and steaks are Rogers Hampton approved, which is the most prestigious award that a food can receive. The Pearl Restaurant, 6871 Fern Avenue, right off East 70th. Whether you want an amazing lunch on the weekend or an elegant dinner any day of the week, the Pearl has you covered. Let them treat you right at the Pearl.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate me. RejuveMeMedical.com.
KWKH and K277DO Shreveport, 103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Bossier City's home for LSU sports, a Town Square Media station.
It's time for the main course with Rogers Hampton. Here's your host, Patrick Netherton.
Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. Santa's got a little friend, his name is Dominic, the cutest little donkey. You'll never see him kick. When Santa visits his paisans with Dominic, he'll be, because the reindeer cannot climb the hills of Italy. Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la. Jingle bells around his feet and presents on the sled. Hey, look at the Mayor's Derby on top of Dominic's head. A pair of shoes for Louie and a dress for Josephine. The label on the inside says they're made in Brooklyn. Hey, jingity jing, it's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing, the Italian Christmas donkey. La 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 la.
Oh.
La la.
How can you not love Dominic the Christmas donkey? I mean,
Children sing and clap their hands and Dominic starts to dance. They talk Italian to him and he even understands. Kumbaras and kumbaras do they dance ad arandel. When Dominic comes to town and brings Ujucharil.
Hey!
Jingity jing.
You gotta love Dominic
It's
the Christmas
Dominic
donkey.
the donkey.
Just have to.
Jingity jing. The Italian Christmas donkey. La la.
I know there's a few folks out there that don't share our love and reverence for Dominic the Christmas donkey. Rogers, I was reading this article. I was reading this article about Dominic the Christmas donkey, and Rogers, apparently there was rumors that Dominic the donkey was financed by the Gambino crime family. It did not make the Billboard Hot 100 in 1960 when it was released, but it did hit number 69 on Billboard's Holiday 100 in 2014. And then in 2018, it was number 1 on the Comedy Digital Track sales tally. And apparently as of December, it has surpassed 56 million streams on Spotify. Apparently, it was pushed back in 2011 by a popular DJ on BBC that he launched a campaign to push the song onto the UK singles chart. It did end up peaking at number 3. Lou Monte, by the way, who was the singer, a guy named Luigi Scaglione, was a singer and comedian back in New York City. He based himself in New Jersey and became known as the godfather of Italian humor and the king of Italian-American music. He had a novelty song called Peppino the Italian Mouse, which was his only top 10 hit. It reached number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1963. So there you go. They also had a song called What Did Washington Say When He Crossed the Delaware, which was the other song. It was on the B side of the Peppino the Italian Mouse song. So there you go. That's what it's about. Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Anytime we can give Dominic the Donkey some plays, we are happy to do that. By the way, little college
Christmas music.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Question for you.
Okay.
I tried to do this bit with Fletch this morning, but it backfired on me.
Uh-oh.
By any chance, do you know who sings "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas"?
I do not. I know of the song, but I don't know who sings it.
Okay, well then this bit's not going.
Uh-oh.
Well, and do you you know what the song is, right?
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Do you think that's a female or male?
Oh, now that's you're going to get me in trouble now, Rogers. That's
No, but you know what? Then I'm just too smart for the bit.
Okay.
Fletcher didn't know either.
Well, I can't say that I've heard that
since
song
as long as Dominic.
I can't say that I've heard that song in 40 years. Like I remember hearing it as a kid, but I don't. I
hear
really
it all
remember.
the time on our station.
Oh well, dang. Well,
I'm asking,
go call it up, Rogers. Let's play that thing. Let's do it.
Well, now I don't have it here, and I don't have access to KVKI. But the reason I was asking, because yesterday, right after your show ended, I made sure Jacob and T-Bob kicked off. You know, we love Jacob Hester, and T-Bob's a favorite as well because we love his dad, the Cajun Cannon.
Sure.
Well, it was the second segment. They were coming out, and they were coming out with that song.
Okay.
And I'm just like, okay, no big deal to me, but you won't get this the way Fletcher didn't. And I don't mean that bad. I just thought since we were all of almost the same age that y'all had heard of who sang it. So it's being played. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only hippopotamus will do.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, T-Bob goes, Shirley Temple. Oh, what a good Shirley Temple song.
Oh, no. Well, we know it's not Shirley Temple, Rogers. I mean,
and I said, okay, he's got to be kidding. But we love Jacob, Jake, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
And all their producers. I figured, okay, this is a bit. They're gonna blast him. Nobody said a word. I said, okay, what's the catch here? Shirley Temple. Oh man, that's one of her best songs. And that's when I realized he really thought Shirley Temple sang "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas." So I went to the one person here in the building that's older than me to tell him the story, and he just laughed his head off, Dusty, because he got it. All right, here's the catch, my friend Patrick.
All right.
First of all, it's not a female singing the song.
Okay.
It's a male who's a little taller than a midget, why he has the high-pitched voice that sounds like a girl. It's Little Jimmy Dickens. He wore a cowboy hat, but his name was Little Jimmy Dickens, and he's a man who sang that. So I just couldn't believe that they were really being serious. It was Shirley Temple, because the only song she's really known for doesn't have anything to do with Christmas.
Right.
It's The Good Ship Lollipop.
Right.
And they never corrected him. They just let the song play, and they went on with the segment. So I went in and told Dusty, and he goes, "What?"
So
Not only is it not a girl, it's a man.
So I'm looking this up, Rogers, and according to this, it was sang by a 10-year-old girl named Gayla Peavy.
That may be another version.
It said
Little Jimmy Dickens sang it.
It said for blah blah. Thought the song. He said, "I thought the song was sung by a grown woman who was just trying to sound young. I just now learned that Gayla Peavy was only 10 years old when she recorded Hippopotamus back in 1953. Song was a huge hit for the young Oklahoma native who was a professional singer under contract with Columbia Records at the time. It was such a big hit, the Oklahoma City Zoo started a campaign to raise enough money to purchase a hippo for Gayla, which they were able to do just in time for Christmas. She was delighted to receive the hippo named Matilda, but couldn't keep it, obviously. So she, quote, donated Matilda back to the zoo, where Matilda lived happily for almost 50 years. And
Little
apparently
Jimmy Dickens must have redone it.
Yeah, he must have redone. Now I want to go see the Jimmy Dickens.
Because you can tell it's a man with a high-pitched voice once you know.
Okay.
It does not sound like a 10-year-old girl.
All right, so I want a hippopotamus
and Shirley
for
Temple
Christmas.
would have been a young girl at that time, and that would have been. But so the one that gets played the most is Little Jimmy Dickens, and he has a little cowboy hat on, and he's a little short dude.
Let me see. So
even if it was another girl did it, it was not Shirley Temple.
Let's see. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. And you said it was what was his name? Jimmy Dickens?
Little Jimmy Dickens, I believe.
Little Jimmy. Let me see. Let me see if I can find
Dickens or Pickens or something like that.
Little Jimmy. Let's see. There's Gayla Peavy. There is, let's see. Gayla Peavy, blah, 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 voice. Okay. I don't,
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Everything I'm seeing is Gayla Peavy. I can't find a,
does it show Little Jimmy Dickens singing anything?
I don't see anything for, let me just look for him.
Yeah, just put Little Jimmy Dickens.
Singer Little Jimmy Dickens. There we go. Okay, American singer. Little Jimmy Dickens, American country music singer, songwriter, famous for humorous novelty songs.
Yes.
Let's see. He was blah, blah, blah on a radio. He did some novelty songs. And yeah, I don't see anything about him doing the hippopotamus
That's
song.
weird because I in my mind I see the black and white TV version of him like on Hee Haw or something like that,
right?
Or something like that.
Let me see. I'm looking at his album releases. for all the tracks.
Where you said the novelty songs where that would fit in with the novelty.
Yeah,
songs.
absolutely. Yeah. No doubt. That sounds like something maybe he did on a show, maybe?
Yes, you know what? Yes, and that's what I remember is them showing the video of him doing that.
Right. So I'm
maybe
wondering if he had, if he performed it on a show somewhere.
And then they just used that around the
right,
country.
Right. Yeah, that's what it sounds
and then
like.
It never made it to an album of his, but they have it on audio because they took it from the TV show.
Right. Yeah, it had to have been. Had to have been on the show.
Yeah, never in my life until yesterday have I heard anybody accuse it of being Shirley Temple.
No, that's true. It was definitely
I'm 60
not.
years old, and I've seen a lot, been a lot, done a lot. That kind of blew me away.
Yeah,
it made me. I even told Dusty, I said, "Man, I don't feel 60. I feel 70." I said, because that's a room full of guys that are 30 to 40 years old that you thought would have known that. And I'm like, Shirley Temple was back in the 20s and 30s.
All right, let's see here, Rogers. I'm looking at the. All right, PV performed it on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1953. The song shot to the top of the charts. The Oklahoma Zoo acquired a baby hippo named Matilda.
I do remember that. I remember that.
Here's some other releases. Dr. Demento released it. There's a version by an orchestra. Three Stooges recorded a version. Leanne Rimes, Casey Musgraves, Gretchen Wilson, Malcolm T. Elliott, Captain Kangaroo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Captain Kangaroo I saw.
Maybe so. I don't know.
That was one of my childhood shows.
Yeah, apparently Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Green Jeans did a version of the song in 1961.
Gosh.
Yeah, that's I cannot find anything. It must have been on a
man. Because my whole life, all I've known is Little Jimmy Dickens, and I can, like I said, I can see him in the black and white video.
Yeah, it had to have been on a show somewhere.
Yeah, good call there. Good call.
Yeah, well, look,
he just never recorded it and released it on an album of his, but since he probably sang it on a Christmas special, somebody liked it and said, "Hey, let's throw this out there."
Let's see.
I know it wasn't Shirley Temple.
I'm trying to find little Jimmy Dickens performing Hippopotamus for Christmas. And it's I can't.
People may think it's a girl.
I mean,
maybe people may actually think it is a girl. But I know it's not Shirley Temple. That's
right.
Sure.
Well, it's apparently Gayla Peavy, Rogers. That
wow.
Who got
also known as Shirley Temple.
Who actually got a hippopotamus out of the deal, which is pretty awesome. Big Papa said his best song was "May the Bird of Paradise Fly Up Your Nose."
I should have known Big Papa would know. Hey,
Big
Papa.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, bro.
Yeah, Big Papa.
And Little Papa.
Yes, and Little Papa. Both, by the way, have entered into the drawing for the Pearl gift card, so make sure you're doing that. By the way, Ernie said, I never heard you say that Ernie was right when I texted you that Marshall was not coming and you said they had enough players, Mr. Know-It-All. Well, yeah, they did have enough players at the time. They had not dropped out, and then I think they were at like 20 at that point, and then another like 15 to 20 guys opted out. And then at that point it became untenable. But yeah, it was.
But LSU showed you a couple years ago you could play with
sure
scholarship money.
Yeah, would they have like 30-something guys left?
Yeah, and a 4-string wide receiver started.
Yeah,
the game at quarterback.
He was the QB.
Yes.
Yeah, it
4-string wide receiver.
Yeah, that was the infamous end of the Orgeron regime. By the way, Rogers, have you seen O in that interview yet?
I have not. Fletcher has, and he's talked about it.
Yeah, I finally someone I saw finally posted something like an actual article, and just basically talked about how well rested Coach O looked. And again, that's kind of tongue in cheek, sort of wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yes, O definitely looked very rested in that interview that he did. He was back in Louisiana for the state championships. And by the way, correct me if I'm wrong, Rogers, no state titles for anyone anywhere around here. Ruston got their doors blown off, I believe. Haynesville didn't win. Ash got beat down. Like, I don't think anybody north of Alexandria win a title this year? I don't think so. Calvary got beat. I don't think anybody anywhere around here. Not only just in the Shreveport-Bossier area, but I don't think anybody in North Louisiana won a title, did they? I don't think so. So yeah, tough times for North Louisiana. Just one of those deals. I'm going to look real quick. Am I missing someone, Rogers? I don't know if you may.
I don't think so.
Let me
Unless
see.
it's somebody over in the West Monroe area.
Yeah, I'm looking at Playoff Central, and let's see. I'm trying to see the brackets. Central of Baton Rouge won the Division I non-select. You had Cecilia, you're breaking my heart, shaking my confidence daily, won the District 2. Sterlington won District 3 non-select, and South Plaquemine won District 4 non-select. The select divisions, Division 1, Edna Carr, they're the ones who beat Ash 53-8. Division 2 was Archbishop Shaw. Division 3 in the select was Catholic of New Iberia. They're the ones who beat Calvary. They scored, they recovered an onside kick, and they went down and kicked a field goal to basically over the last minute and a half of the game to beat Calvary. Calvary was up 10, or up. Let's see, they would have been up. It was 30-23. They were up 8, and then Catholic ended up coming back to beat them. So Catholic New Iberia won the Division 3 select, and Division 4 select was Vermilion Catholic. So yeah, no one from this area even sniffed. Or, I mean, they sniffed. There were folks in the championship games, but no one won it. Yeah, tough times for our folks here around here. No one in this area was able to come away with a championship. Haynesville got there, but ultimately didn't win. They lost to South Plaquemine 20-7 in the championship game, and that was basically it. You know, Ash made it. I believe the second year in a row, Ash made it there. Yeah, thank you, Sterlington. Yeah, Sterlington is north of Monroe. Good call. Thank you, Spot Foul. But yeah, everybody else. Ruston got beat by Central of Baton Rouge by 42 to nothing. Yeah, good call on Sterlington. Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, that was it. Nobody else in North Louisiana sniffed a title. That's crazy. You know, normally Calvary's in there. You know, obviously Evangel had their great run, but to not have anyone in this area. Yeah, Sterlington beat St. James by 7. St. James was the 1 seed, and Sterlington was the 6th seed. So there you go. They're the only ones north of Alexandria, it looks like, who won a title. That's wild. All right, hey, keep sending in your gift card requests. All you have to do is just text us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line at 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. Just let us know you'd like to be in the drawing for a gift card, and you will get it. We'll put you in, put you down on the list, and then tomorrow we will draw for the gift card. Winner will get a $50 gift card to The Pearl. Can't argue with that. Take a break. Come back. It's Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Come hang out with us.
Keep my visions to myself.
Okay, this time I'm ready to start scratching some lottery tickets.
What do you mean, ready?
I got my lucky rabbit's foot, my horseshoe, and a 4-leaf clover in my pocket.
Wow, looks like you're feeling extra lucky.
Oh, yeah. I'm also wearing my lucky socks, and I didn't step on any cracks all the way here.
Very nice. And just in time, because the lottery has fun new games to play. Check it out.
Introducing Win It All. Win up to $4,000. Let your winnings do the talking. Play Money Talks. Win up to $15,000. Try Bingo Match. Top prize $30,000. Finally, take a walk on the wild side with Wild 888. Top prize is a whopping $88,888. And now you can add to your holiday cheer. Play Lucky 13 Snowflakes. Win up to $13,000.
So, Do you really need all those Lucky Charms?
Well, with these new lottery games, maybe not. But I am keeping the socks.
Must be at least 21 to purchase.
There's an issue cutting through the bipartisan bickering in Congress. It's AM radio. The overwhelming majority of legislators, Democrats and Republicans, support a bill to keep AM radio in cars. But time is running out. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Oh, by the way, Ivan's no longer on the project. His wife got a new job, so they're moving across the country.
Robin's top researcher is deviating to a new market. This isn't standard.
And now we're short-staffed. Who's gonna finish all these projects?
She needs a cluster of new data analysts, and there's no margin for error.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Deep in the hidden wetlands of Florida, there's a honey so rare, it's only harvested 2 weeks out of the year. Tupelo honey, the gold standard of honey, specially bottled by Smiley Honey.
Here's why Tupelo honey is so special. It never crystallizes. It's diabetic friendly with a low glycemic index. Pure, unfiltered, and natural. Straight from the hive to your table.
Tupelo honey from Smiley Honey, the gold standard of honey.
The future depends on teachers who are reinventing the classroom and starting their students on journeys that will change the course of history. Shape the future. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
Chef John here from the Magnolia Pit. Are you looking for a unique gift this holiday season? Put some smoke in their stocking with a Magnolia Pit gift card. Our gift cards are the perfect way to share the love of authentic Louisiana-style barbecue. Treat them to our signature dishes like the brisket cheddar melt with Creole au jus and my award-winning white chocolate salted caramel bread pudding. Visit us at 729 Jordan Street to purchase yours today. The Magnolia Pit. Savor the soul of Louisiana barbecue.
The holidays are just around the corner, so now's the time to shop new deals at Lowe's. Make your home even merrier with up to 50% off select holiday decor clearance. Plus, don't miss our limited time weekly deal drops on items like appliances, tools, grills, and more. There's something for everyone on your list. Count on Lowe's to help you save all season long, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 12/12 through 12/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Are you ready to smell better naked? I'm Dr. Shannon Klingman, the OBGYN creator of Lumi, the whole body deodorant that's clinically proven to control odor for 72 hours on pits, feet, privates, and beyond. It's pH optimized to safely and effectively control odor anywhere you have it, but wish you didn't. Plus, it's proven to work better than a shower with soap alone. Whether you shower twice a day or 3 times a week, Lumi works better. And who doesn't want zero body odor? With over 200,000 5-star reviews, I'm so sure you're going to love it, or you can return it for free.
There's a special offer for listeners. Use code 500 and get 15% off your first purchase with code 500, like the Lumi Starter Pack, Acidified Body Wash, or new Lumi Plus Sweat Control. That's LUMEdeodorant.com, code 500 for 15% off your first purchase. Love it or return it for free. That's LUMEdeodorant.com, code 500 to save 15% today.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. Visit morrisdewitt.com. Bateman Lawyer Spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417188. Results may vary.
You've heard a lot of remarkable things about the Pearl Restaurant, located at Fern and 70th. In addition to the incredible food and drinks, the Pearl is now open for dinner 7 days a week, plus lunch or brunch on the weekends. The bar opens at 3, the restaurant opens at 4 Monday through Thursday, and it opens at 11 a.m. all weekend long. Amazing Louisiana-style food with flavor profiles unlike anything you'll find in the state. A 47-foot bar serving signature cocktails, spirits, wine, and beer, an unrivaled selection of both raw and cooked oysters. Plus, the Pearl is serving up amazing old-school favorites like burgers and certified Angus steaks, dry-aged and rubbed in their special Pearl dust. Both the burgers and steaks are Rogers Hampton approved, which is the most prestigious award that a food can receive. The Pearl Restaurant, 6871 Fern Avenue, right off East 70th. Whether you want an amazing lunch on the weekend or an elegant dinner any day of the week, the Pearl has you covered. Let them treat you right at the Pearl.
Michael and Justin Greene have great news about Bobby L. Greene, your home team.
We saw the need for a heating and cooling contractor that could do the same thing that we've offered plumbing services for many, many years, and we decided to jump into the AC and heating space.
We just saw the opportunity to provide another service to our customers, to be a one-stop shop, to take care of their needs and be there and provide the same quality service that we've always provided.
3 generations of local service. Bobby L. Greene, 318-631-0235.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate. RejuveMeMedical.com.
103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger.
Floating through the airwaves like smooth hickory smoke. Patrick Netherton.
Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM, Rogers and Patrick, that's us. Rogers, I have some news that is going to disappoint you, sir. And I hate to say something that would disappoint Rogers Hampton. By the way, if you want to get in on our gift card giveaway, $50 gift card to the Pearl, we're giving it away tomorrow. All you have to do is text us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line, 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. Hey, don't forget, while we're talking about the Pearl, mention we saw Brian Rapolo there last night and got to tell him to use my name and get his 10% discount. He actually already knew that. He's a listener of the show. And part of the reason they went to the Pearl is because we've said such nice things about it. But Brian Rapolo had his crew out there and used my name and got himself 10% off of his bill. And they were actually joking with Robert, the owner, that he went over and said, Patrick's ordering a steak. He's going to put it on y'all's tab. And they're like, actually, we were going to already all order something to put it on his tab. And I'm like, well, I'm going to run out. I'm going to run out of here. But yeah, go to the Pearl, 70th and Fern Avenue, the white and brick building with the black awnings. Go check them out. Best seafood in town. Oysters are second to none. They are fantastic, whether you want them char-grilled, whether you want them, Rockefeller. They've got a whole bunch of different versions of oysters in addition to raw, just straight up on the half shell. And a lot of incredible stuff that they have. Appetizers are wonderful. Drink specials are fantastic. And their entrees are delicious. The shrimp and grits I can vouch for. The steak I can vouch for with the special pearl dust. I can also vouch for just how good the catfish atchafalaya is. So go check all of those out and enjoy the wonderfulness that is the Pearl on 70th and Fern Avenue. Speaking of, Rogers, in my commercial I talk about you having the just like Hambone would like or whatever. Someone actually, I was eating at a different establishment over the weekend, and someone walked in and used that phrase during came in at lunch and told our favorite bartender, he said, I only want food if it's Rogers Hampton approved. And I didn't know who the guy was. He was just sitting next to me, like over, at the next table or whatever. And he tells the bartender, we were sitting in the bar. He tells the bartender, hey, the only food I want is Rogers Hampton approved. And I just started laughing. Obviously, he said it for my benefit. It was pretty funny. And glad that folks understand that, Hambone is the be-all, end-all. And he's the guy you got to please. But yes, do go to the Pearl. Do mention Roger's name, my name, or Fletcher's name, and you can get 10% off of your fantastic meal at the Pearl. All right, Rogers. So I hate to disappoint you, but I am, my friend. Here you go. Press conference before the matchup between Green Bay and Michigan Tech. Michigan Tech Division II program. Rogers, do you know who the head coach of the Green Bay Phoenix is? The men's basketball coach.
You're wasting time. Come on.
Well, it's your boy Doug. It's Doug Gottlieb.
Oh,
yeah. That's where Gottlieb went. He's still doing his radio show, by the way, in the afternoons.
And he's more worried about that than he is.
Correct. Well, guess what, Rogers? The pregame press conference, I think yesterday maybe, before they took on D2 Michigan Tech, he talked about how he doesn't like playing these games. The weather's bad outside. No one's going to come in and see you when you play. And he used this quote, nobody you, right? Like nobody university. He literally said that going into the game. He's like, I understand like these games have to be played and all that, but he's like, nobody's showing up to watch you play, nobody you. Guess what happened today, Rogers? I bet you'll never guess. Michigan Tech beat Green Bay 72-70. Or should I say, Rogers, nobody you defeated Green Bay. At some point, I know you're a radio host. I get it. Like, I know that you talk for a living. Sometimes you got to just shut your mouth, man. Right? Like, look, Lou Holtz talking about the Little Sisters of the Poor like they're the 1969 Green Bay Packers or whatever. That's one thing. But don't disparage your opponents. Like, I'm not saying you have to say that Michigan Tech is the greatest team of all time. Right? You don't have to say that they're amazing and, we can't wait to be challenged by this incredible squad out of the Division II ranks. Just have respect for them, right? Hey, they're coming in here. They're going to play hard. We're going to do our best to win. Hope we win. Try to learn some things. Well, guess what? You called them nobody you, and nobody you just came in there and whipped your ass. They didn't whip their ass. They, beat them by 2, but still came into your place, got a guarantee, and beat you. Just keep your mouth closed. There's no reason for you to open your mouth in that way. No reason for that. And yet, Gottlieb opened his mouth, and look what happened. They came in there and got beat. Or came in there and beat Green Bay. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's the number one thing. If you want to complain about your scheduling, that's fine. But don't complain about your scheduling and make it specific to the team you're playing. Especially because, look, Michigan Tech's a pretty good team, apparently, in the Division II ranks. Like, don't make it about them. If you want to say, hey, look, I'd rather we not play, the bye games. I'd rather us not bring in, NAI schools or D3 schools or D2 schools or whatever. Like, I'd rather not do that. I don't think we learn enough, whatever. You want to say that before the season? You want to say that during the middle of conference play? That's fine. Don't say it right before you're about to play the team that you're talking about. Especially if they're even passably worth a damn. Because this is what you get. Absolutely hilarious. And Rogers, I'm sorry. I know that disappoints you to hear that Gottlieb.
You had me so confused.
I know.
Man.
I know.
I didn't know where you were going. You know what I thought you were going to tell me?
Oh, what?
I thought you were going to say, look, I finally found an article, and little Jimmy Dickens never sang that
Oh,
song.
wow. Yeah, no, I didn't find that, Rogers. I would have told you that.
I didn't know you were being facetious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't stand Doug Gottlieb.
Yeah, Rogers
we
is
know Doug
Rogers is
Gottlieb.
no
We
fan.
worked with Doug Gottlieb at CBS.
Sir, you are no Doug Gottlieb.
I am no Doug Gottlieb fan whatsoever, and there's a lot of people that aren't.
Yeah.
And this is a reason why.
Well, and that's the thing, man. Like, I'm again, you don't have to be Lou Holtz, okay? That act on the other end is just as annoying, right? Notre Dame is top 5 in the country, and you're playing some D2 school or FCS school that's 0-7 or whatever. Don't act like they're that they're the second coming of the 1984 49ers. Okay, let's not play that game. All right, I'm fine with you paying respect to your opponent. If you want to complain about playing down, then there's a time that's appropriate to do that. The time that's appropriate to do that is not right before you play a team that's below you in level. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like it literally accomplishes nothing. It is your schedule. Can't do anything about it now. If you want to change it next year. Don't schedule any of the D2s or the D3s or whatever. Like, if you want to make that change happen, you've got the power to do that. But you can't do it now. Your schedule's already set. If you want to say, hey, look, I don't think we learned anything from these games. I don't like them. Like, all you can do is lose, really. Like, if you win, you were supposed to. But if you lose, it's a big upset and it hurts your program. Fine. Say that if you want to. Don't say it right before you're about to play one of these games. Say that weeks ago. Say that going into the season. Say that going – and look, once you get into conference play, your non-conference is over. You can address that all you want. Hey, the thing that I worry about is, we're in conference play, and I'm just worried because, those D2 games or the bye games, I'm not sure we learned enough. And I don't know if they readied us for the grind of conference season or not. And look, some of the schedule was already set before he took the job. It's not like he was, not like he's he may not have had the power to be able to change anything, but you sure do going forward. So I'm assuming Green Bay will never play another bye game as long as Doug Gottlieb's the head coach. Nobody is not going to walk through that door. You're just going to go play all straight Division I teams. You're not going to bring in a rent-a-win, if you will, right? You're not bringing in anybody to beat up on. Not Doug Gottlieb. Doug Gottlieb just wants to challenge his team. By the way, Rogers, did you see the Schefter Gottlieb thing? By any chance? I don't know if
we talked about that this morning.
Yeah. Schefter just
Let's
ethered
forgive me.
Gottlieb.
I'm having a sneezing attack.
Oh, sorry, man. I didn't mean to.
No, and that's all that does is just kick in the old throat.
Catch you during the middle of your sneezing attack. Apparently Gottlieb went after Schefter because Schefter reported, and look, he reported that Sacramento State is trying to move to the FBS from the FCS, that they have $51 million in NIL money that they want to use. Which is not accurate. It's not even close to accurate. They're not sitting on $51 million. They are sitting on pledges or people saying, hey, yeah, we're going to kick in, but there's things that have to happen first. You got to go D1 or FBS. There's apparently some facility stuff that needs to happen, all of that. But Schefter was making it act like Sacramento State's just sitting on a pile of money and they're not using it because they're FCS, and that they're, that when they go FBS, that boom, they've got $51 million right there. It's not really accurate. Well, Gottlieb called him out on it and basically said, hey, check your sources, whatever. This isn't accurate, which is fair. But also, if you're going to criticize Adam Schefter, I'm sure Schefter's been on Gottlieb's show before. I'm sure they've talked before. And maybe there's some bad blood there. I don't know. But you have to understand that Schefter is going to have the opportunity to come right back at you. And he did. And he said, hey, maybe you need to spend more time in the gym because you're on a 7-game losing streak and you're dead last in the Horizon League. Now, they haven't really played any conference games, but he just means in your non-conference performance, you're dead last in the Horizon League, which is accurate. So Schefter kind of got the best of Gottlieb on that one. And Gottlieb was like, oh, we spend a bunch, we're all in the gym all the time and we're working to get better. And I'm like, no, you're not in the gym all the time. Sometimes you're doing your radio show. I'm not saying that you have to be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, thinking about basketball or being in, part of basketball or whatever, in order to be good. I don't think that's accurate. I think you need a balance in your life of work and not work, work and relaxation. But this idea that you have to, that this has to be some sort of, that we're in the gym all the time working and you literally are on the radio for multiple hours a day, like that's just factually inaccurate. And we know that. So yeah, I don't necessarily like to bash other guys or other radio hosts or whatever, or even coaches for that matter. But for whatever reason, Doug Gottlieb just can't help but keep putting his foot in his mouth. And, that foot and mouth disease, Gottlieb's got it. And he can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. And, called Michigan Tech Nobody's going to be there to watch. There's, no fans in the stands. We don't learn anything from these games. Well, you learn something because you lost. 72-70. And somewhere Adam Schefter is laughing his head off. All right, don't forget to sign up for our Pearl gift card giveaway. $50 gift card to the Pearl is yours. All you have to do is text us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line, 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. You text us there, and we will give you a chance to perhaps win a $50 gift card to the Pearl. We'll take a break, come back, wrap this bad boy up when we return.
The all-new Tiger Den at Jimmy Grande Outdoors is now open in the Shreveport Auto Mall. The Tiger Den is a super fan superstore. All your favorite team colors and apparel for women, men, and kids, even infants. Polo shirts from brands like Cutter and Buck, cool hats and caps, boots and belts, purses and jewelry. Oh, you are going to love the jewelry. The Tiger Den has everything for decorating and serving on game day, even custom game day t-shirts. The Tiger Den at Jimmy Grande Outdoors, a super fan superstore, now open in the Shreveport Auto Mall.
The future depends on teachers who are reinventing the classroom and starting their students on journeys that will change the course of history. Shape the future. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
Hey, just stop by to say hello, and my gosh, look how busy it is in here. How'd you get all these customers?
Yeah, this month has been a record breaker. For a long time, we had decent business coming in by word of mouth, but we weren't growing. Lately, though, a lot of folks have been finding us online, and that's made all the difference.
That's terrific. I wish I could figure out how to do that with my shop, but I have no idea where to start.
Just do what I did. It's not as hard as you think. Go to mylocalcustomers.com to see exactly how many searches there are for businesses just like yours.
Okay, then what?
Well, if you see there are a good number of clients searching in our area, you'll also get some suggestions for the best way to get their attention.
Do you think there are a lot of people searching for my business?
Only one way to find out. Go to mylocalcustomers.com. It's quick, easy, and free. Go to mylocalcustomers.com for a free local customer analysis that will show you how many customers are searching online for your type of business. It's quick, easy, and free. Visit mylocalcustomers.com. That's mylocalcustomers.com.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles, with an auto warranty about to expire, or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost, month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-630-9723 now. now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. Call 800-564-9170 now. 800-564-9170. That's 800-564-9170. What do you have to lose? Call 800-564-9170. Again, 800-564-9170.
Deep in the hidden wetlands of Florida, there's a honey so rare, it's only harvested 2 weeks out of the year. Tupelo honey, the gold standard of honey, specially bottled by Smiley Honey.
Here's why Tupelo honey is so special. It never crystallizes. It's diabetic friendly with a low glycemic index. Pure, unfiltered, and natural. Straight from the hive to your table.
Tupelo honey from Smiley Honey, the gold standard of honey.
Morse & DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. Visit morrisedewitt.com. Paid on lawyer spokesperson Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417188. Results may vary.
Michael and Justin Greene have great news about Bobby L. Greene, your home team.
We saw the need for a heating and cooling contractor that could do the same thing that we've offered plumbing services for many, many years, and we decided to jump into the AC and heating space.
We just saw the opportunity to provide another service to our customers, to be a one-stop shop, to take care of their needs and be there and provide the same quality service that we've always provided.
3 generations of local service. Bobby L. Greene, 318-631-0235.
You've heard a lot of remarkable things about the Pearl Restaurant, located at Fern and 70th. In addition to the incredible food and drinks, the Pearl is now open for dinner 7 days a week, plus lunch or brunch on the weekends. The bar opens at 3, the restaurant opens at 4 Monday through Thursday, and it opens at 11 a.m. all weekend long. Amazing Louisiana-style food with flavor profiles unlike anything you'll find in the state. A 47-foot bar serving signature cocktails, spirits, wine, and beer. An unrivaled selection of both raw and cooked oysters. Plus, the Pearl is serving up amazing old-school favorites like burgers and certified Angus steaks, dry-aged and rubbed in their special Pearl dust. Both the burgers and steaks are Rogers Hampton approved, which is the most prestigious award that a food can receive. The Pearl Restaurant, 6871 Fern Avenue, right off East 70th. Whether you want an amazing lunch on the weekend or an elegant dinner any day of the week, the Pearl has you covered. Let them treat you right at the Pearl.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate me. RejuveMeMedical.com.
The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl matchup is now set. North Louisiana's own Louisiana Tech Bulldogs will take on the number 22 Army West Point Black Knights. From the Mardi Gras preview parade and Battle of the Bands to the free Rally on the Red concert, there's fun for the whole family. Get your tickets now at RadianceTechnologiesIndependenceBowl.com and join us for the ultimate football celebration kicking off at 8:15 on Saturday, December 28th in prime time. Don't miss it. The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, where legends are made.
Tiger weather now.
Stalled out front in the neighborhood and lots of high humidity around the northern parishes, keeping us in the mid-60s tonight. A stray shower, morning thunder shower Wednesday, mild, high 64 degrees. Turning cooler Thursday, sunshine, upper 50s, and highs in the 50s this weekend with lower humidity, cooler nighttime lows in the 30s. I'm meteorologist Scott Larimore at the Weather Channel.
The previous program was paid for by Tim Fletcher. KWKH and K277DO Shreveport, 103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Bossier City's home for LSU Sports, a Town Square Media station.
Let's get to the meat of the matter with producer Rogers Hampton.
Hey, boy!
Here's your master of ceremonies, Patrick Netherton.
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price. I know. I've seen it before. It happens all the time. You're closing the door. You leave the world behind. You're digging for gold. You're throwing away a fortune and feelings, but someday you'll pay.
love that little Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Last segment, get yourself into our Pearl drawing. Pearl Upset special this week. It's just a drawing for a $50 gift card to the Pearl. All you have to do is hit us up. Just say, I want to enter. It's just that simple. Text us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line, 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. Feel free to give us a text over there, and we will get you entered. Just that simple. We are up over 70 entries now, so feel free to give us a shout and let us know you'd like in. Tomorrow we will name the winner. We'll do a random number drawing between 1 and whatever number we end up at. So make sure you get your entries in. Only one per phone number, but if you have friends, hey, text your group chat, tell them all to enter. That's fine. We don't care. Happy to do it. By the way, Rogers, just want it noted that Doug Gottlieb lost to Michigan Tech earlier today. Not hosting his radio show this afternoon, however. So
really,
yeah. So fill in host for today.
He can dish it, but he can't take it.
Well, I would imagine I would guess he probably
could
already. Well, he probably already had a fill-in host, I would guess, since today was a game day.
Since he's so smart, he knows he was probably going to be wrong, so he probably just.
Well, Rogers, from what I understand, Adam Schefter was already called in, and was ready. He was ready to be the first
so this was their
caller.
Bit they were doing.
Yeah, he was ready to be the first caller.
Let's see, Adam Schefter's point of view, Doug Gottlieb's point of view.
Yeah.
Enough said.
Enough said, my friend. So get in where you fit in, and we would love to have you have an opportunity to win a $50 gift card.
For you, right?
It is. Last day.
Well, Friday, me and Fletch will be here Friday morning.
Okay.
It's just me and him. And then I believe Monday morning, me, Fletch, and our buddy E.H.
Okay, E.H. going to come in. There you go. Little pre-Christmas celebration.
Is heading to the Great Northwest to go watch Seattle and Minnesota play.
Yeah, he said he's going to Seattle to watch Sam Howell or something at quarterback. He didn't. I don't know.
Because Gino's banged up, so I don't know if he's going to play or not. So yeah, it'll be Friday morning, me and Fletch, and then Monday morning, me, Fletch, and E.H. unless something changes. But tomorrow, last day, brother.
That's it. Then it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
Gonna be interesting. Hey, by the way, speaking of,
have you made your plans?
I have not. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm just gonna stay here.
Yeah, this is weird for you because you're a man that always likes to have that stuff.
Yeah.
Known ahead of time.
I try to figure it out, but
right now you're dealing with some of the unknown, and that throws a big wrench into it.
It does. It's definitely making things a little strange.
One more day,
for
people.
Sure.
One more day for the Peanut Man.
That's right. If you want, you better get in. If you want to win the Pearl gift card, you better get in before. Well, you can get in tomorrow too. We're going to give it away at the end of the show. So, but yeah, if you want to get in, again, it's a free entry. There's no picking a game, any of that stuff. All you have to do is just tell us you want in by texting the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line at 657-0426. Hey, speaking of Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, heating and cooling, just the best in the business at what they do. They've been at this for nearly 60 years now. So you don't last for 60 years like Rogers if you're not doing something right. And Bobby L. Greene Plumbing has been doing something right for a long, long time. Starting with Bobby L. and then Ricky and down to Justin and Michael, they have continued to do just incredible work with Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Had already been in the plumbing game for nearly 60 years now. They decided, let's get in the heating and cooling game. And, boom, top of the list, right? Immediately the people that you want to call. So just about anything that goes wrong in your home, chances are Bobby L. Greene Plumbing can fix it for you. 631-0235 is their number, 631-0235. Or you can find them online at greenplumbing.com. They've got coupons, they've got discounts. They also have a really incredible deal. If you have something, you need major work done, it's something, hey, I don't have the money in the bank to pay for all of it at once, they'll finance it for you. They've got a finance company that will help you out, good low rates, and will make sure that you can get it paid off and not break your budget, right? So they're looking out for you, not just making your home better, safer, operate more efficiently, but they're also looking out for you financially as well, and that's why we love Bobby L. Greene. Plumbing, heating, and cooling. 631-0235 is their number, 631-0235, or you can find them online at greenplumbing.com. All right, that's it for us for the day. Keep sending in your entries for the Pearl gift card giveaway, the Christmas gift card that we will be giving away. $50 to the Pearl. All you have to do is text us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line at 6570-HAM, 657-0426. Tell us that you would like to enter. We will put your name on the list, and we will get you in. We'll make it happen for you. So text us and let us know. We can't wait to hear from all of you, and can't wait to give away this Pearl gift card for Christmas coming up tomorrow. I think what I probably will do is I will hold off mailing all the gift cards until tomorrow, till we get our winner of the one for tomorrow. Then I will mail them all out at once. So we should have 4, I believe, going out all at the same time, I think. I'll have to go back and double check to make sure that I'm right on that. But we will get it all taken care of for you. We'll send them all out tomorrow, and we will give that last one away as well. All right, if you haven't entered, do it. You have until tomorrow, till the drawing, and then we're gonna close it down, and we're gonna give it away. Can't wait. And big thanks to Robert. Got good to see him last night. He was running around. Dude was had been up since 2:30 in the morning. Had been at the restaurant since 2:30. Rick Rowe came in. He did the whole thing, and it was a great appearance. Pearl looked great. Food looked great. Drinks looked great. All of that being done at like 4 or 5 in the morning for the morning show. Then they re-aired it at 11. So awesome stuff for our friend Robert and his folks at the Pearl. Just good people, man. Absolute good people. All right, that's it for us. For Rogers, I'm Patrick. Y'all be safe and careful out there, everyone. Enjoy the nice weather, though the temperatures are going to start plummeting here soon. Enjoy the weather while you can. We look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow from 1 to 3 for our last show before Christmas. Tomorrow,